Hi, this is Rod Lucas. Welcome to Voiceover Courses. I have with me today Nikki, who's from a well-known advertising agency in the UK, who's come to see me for a couple of things really today, and that's not only the voicing, but putting together your voice for a podcast.
Yeah.
So let's take the voice overing first of all. You've done a little bit of it, haven't you?
Tiny weeny bit I've done for a couple of brands internally, which I showed you, which were okay.
Very good.
But they didn't have much breadth.
Yes.
They were very samey. I didn't have any skills. That's why I wanted to come and see you.
You were asked to do that because you worked in the office.
Yeah.
And wasn't given much tuition when you were doing it.
Not a huge amount of direction, really. But I think as well, it was a favour we were doing for.
Yeah, sure, but sometimes that's the best way, isn't it?
Yeah.
You just get thrown into something and
That's
you sink
true.
or swim, but you didn't sink. And it was acceptable for broadcast. And, you can never be fully satisfied with anything you do. You cannot be fully satisfied with. Doesn't matter who you are, the late, great Richard Burton, famous actors, Tom Cruise, whoever. They always finish a film and go, that could have been better. That's just part of being a performer, I guess.
Yeah.
And you are a performer. So you did these, they were TV commercials, weren't they?
They were for online, so they were for Facebook, social channels, and then one was might be used for cinema, maybe.
Good.
Yeah.
So what we've been doing today in this one-day course is going over various scripting. We've been being animated. We've done some close microphone, more intimate sounding reads, documentary reads. And we've also done a Tesco Online commercial, which would be just for the net.
Yeah.
So we've gone in lots of different areas, including jingles for people like Capital and for me, for one of my radio shows, and for Heart. So we've covered the whole spectrum of different reads, all requiring something different from you. How difficult was that?
Yeah, I think it's having the time we've kind of jumped, which is great because I've really stretched myself. I've done like 3 or 4 different ways that I've never done before. But yeah, I don't feel I've nailed any of them yet. I think I need a lot more practice.
Yeah, you need to practice everywhere, whether you're in the shower, driving.
Yes.
Get into that way of doing voiceovers, whatever it is. Read out loud, even if you're reading to your children, read out loud, which you would do, and imagine that it's going to radio or TV or the web or whatever, social media, in that kind of presentation way. So we tackled the bit about emphasis.
Yeah.
Not too much emphasis on words.
No.
And for an international audience where you have to be a little slower than if you were just naturally talking to friends in the UK.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because people are listening around the world and stuff.
Yeah, I think it's been really good to practice going sort of emphasis on different words because I'm a northerner, so we tend to talk very monosyllabic, I guess.
I don't. She's pretty passionate with her reads. You're pretty passionate.
But I felt I needed help on how to emphasise at certain points and going up and down and perhaps not being as monotone maybe is a better way of saying it. So that's been really good, but I definitely need to practice that more. And then being able to do longer reads that are...
Oh, well, yes.
That's been a real learning curve today of like documentary style longer reads.
Well, that comes with time because there's one thing, I've talked on these videos before about making a demo. You need to be able to demonstrate to someone who's booking you that you not only sound good in a demo where they might want to contact you, they want to see you and then see how much more you can do apart from, say, 30 seconds appeared on a demo. No point in doing a demo if you actually couldn't read more than 30 seconds. Yeah. And that is a thing.
And that's hard.
Well, it is.
It's really hard.
You've done so well in one day. We've taken you and moved you from this position to over here, moved you on, and sort of sewn more into your presentation
Yeah.
in terms of speed, delivery, staggering sentences from, well, we did an eBay advert,
Yeah.
which was very animated. And then we also went into a documentary read, which was more intimate, as I said earlier. And you would never, in the normal course of events, have to do those two adverts
No.
in one day. If you did, you would be wealthy. But these are things you need to practice, and we
Yeah.
all need to practice, and that's reading out loud. We've also talked about positioning of microphones and stuff.
Yes, we have.
How close you want to be to a mic, how far you are away from a mic to get different effects. But the other thing that we've talked about, which isn't quite the same, well, certainly not the same as doing voiceovers, and that's podcasting,
Yeah.
which you also want to get into, which is less about reading other people's words, but being inspirational, reading off briefs you give yourself in terms of what you want to say, like one-liners on subject matter you're going to cover.
Yeah, I think I work better when I've not got a script. So the VOing has been quite tough because you try and talk how you do in your own manner and your own way, whereas podcasting really appeals to me in the conversational way you can perform, the way you can go on different topics, the way you can I've got a really creative outlet, I think. So I've had some amazing tips, things to think about, the technology, which I probably haven't really given it much thought, if I'm honest, how I can do that podcasting, where I can do it, what equipment I'm going to need properly.
And the free apps that are available
Yeah.
and different things that you can use. And you don't need to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds or dollars on a microphone.
No.
Just get one decent microphone. There are some good mates out there. Rode do some great microphones for podcasting and voiceovers, and so to AKG, Electro Voice. They're not all hugely expensive. So, with £100 or $100, you get some really good mics.
Yeah, which I
is
had
important.
no idea
No.
about, so that was brilliant to know. And you don't have to be in a room. I always thought you had to be in like a little sounded room, and no, as long as you've got a good mic.
If you've got a good mic and you've got some kind of way of keeping it soundproofed, then you're there. I mean, a lot of people record, they don't have a studio, so they'll record in their bedroom where there's lots of soft furnishings. And
Yeah.
stuff. And that's true. If you need to be doing a voiceover, you just got to find somewhere that's quiet and not echoey.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people who do podcasts go wrong because it's just too echoey because they've got the microphone in the wrong place. I'm hoping this one's going to be picking up today. But just be aware of sound. Apart from what you're reading, just be aware of the audio sound.
Yeah.
Because you're doing everything. You are the voiceover, the producer, and everything else.
Yeah.
Well, we might see each other again. It's been great.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll do some TV one day.
Maybe.
Yeah, be good at it.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, was it helpful?
Yes, 100%.
Would you recommend this course?
Yes, definitely. It's been.
Thank you, Nikki.
No, really, it's been a really brilliant day, and I've learned a huge amount.
Well, good luck in all you do, and keep voiceovering.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well done.
Thanks.